Da, 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 da. I know exactly what you're thinking. I've had those thoughts a million times. I can see the question that's behind your eyes. Oh, you're searching for a peace of mind. But listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman, every one of us is worthy. I know your life, I felt your pain. I know your joys and your shame. Sometimes it feels like life walks over you, oh, like you're a penny on the ground. But either on the ground or in your purse, the smallest piece still holds its worth. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman, every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman, every one of us is worthy. Worthy of love, worthy of life, worthy of saying no when something don't feel right. This is a song for you, for all the ups and downs that life will put you through. Oh, so listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy. Yeah. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, oh, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. I know your life, I feel your pain. I know your joys and your shame. Sometimes it feels like life walks over you, oh, like you're a penny on the ground. But either on the ground or in your purse, the smallest piece still holds its worth. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman, every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman, every one of us is worthy. Worthy of love, worthy of life, worthy of saying no when something don't feel right. This is a song for you, for all the ups and downs that life will put you through. Whoa. So listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. That song has really been on my mind, my spirit, period. If you know me, you know I love this song. You know I love NDRE. But anyways, I was just singing that song. One thing that I heard, of course, you can look in Webster's dictionary. You know, it's plenty of different definitions for things, but I heard NDRE say that for her, and I thought it was applicable. She said that the definition of worthy that she loved the most was deserving of regard, and respect. I am on a journey of healing, and I want to heal and I want to help others be healed. Through my process, I want to grow through my process. I've done enough complaining through my process. I've had enough self-doubt during my process. So now I need growth. I'd uploaded a video where I think the name of the poem was There's a Deep Hole in My Sidewalk. And just to like summarize it, chapter 1 said there was a deep hole in the sidewalk that the person walked down the street, and it was a deep hole and they fell in. But when they fell in, it was hard to get out and they felt like it wasn't their fault. That was the end of chapter 1. Chapter 2 was exactly like chapter 1. Chapter 3 was that there was a deep hole they fell in, but they knew where they were and it was easier to get out. Chapter 4 was they walked down the same street, saw the same hole, but they didn't fall in the hole. They walked around the hole. And chapter 5 was I walked down a new street, a different street. That's part of a process that helps us when we sometimes forget our worthiness, because life will do it to you. You will forget that you're deserving of the best. You will forget that you're deserving of honesty. You will forget that you're deserving of loyalty. You will forget that you're deserving of peace. I've forgotten all these things before, and I'm yet working on remembering to remember this at times when I need to remember. I'm working on moving from chapter 1 to chapter 5 in a lot of instances in my life. I'm working on realizing that, I'm beautiful on the inside, yes, but the outside as well. It's always so strange because people are always, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you so, it's like always, oh, you so these good things. But until you yourself get it, see it, feel it, understand it, and believe it, it's kind of others. It's good for your spirit too. Well, this is only my opinion, but you still need to believe it. I have a word that's intentional. The word is intentional. In order to succeed on this journey to healing, wholeness, I've learned that that's not on somebody else. That's not on my parents to make me whole, feel whole. That's not on a church. That's not on my spouse. That's not the responsibility of my children, my friends. That's all my own responsibility. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm being very intentional in the choices that I make. A few days ago, I made like a chapter 3 choice. Knew better, still did it anyway. But hey, it's okay. Now, sometimes I've made really bad chapter 3 choices that could have risked my life. So I can say that I have improved in a lot of areas. But even though I still want to improve even more, because that's what life is. It's about learning better, doing better, and then reaching out and teaching others better. Maya Angelou, however you want to say it, she has this saying, How can a naked man offer you a shirt? That's like, because she says, if he had a shirt, he would cover himself first. And she kind of correlates that with self-love, because that's what all of this is about. It seems to me that although I'm constantly reminding myself, rather just enjoy the journey, learn from it, grow through it. I have weekdays and like anybody else, but it seems to me that, we are all born so innocent, so loving, so naive, and then life happens and it kind of like sucks it all out of you. But guess what? Life happens to everybody. Not just me, not just you, not just them. You, me, them, us, they, all of us. We can be grateful in just knowing that we're constantly getting a chance every single day, to improve and to make things better. Being intentional is one way. Self-love is one way. Being kind and nurturing towards others is another way. We need patience for that. It's being intentional. We have to live intentionally to be able to understand what it is to grow. We don't have to give blindly, but we should help others. All of these things are a part of what I think growth is. I want to see everybody reach their dreams. And sometimes you might not even know what your dream is. You might not even really understand what you want to do. I know I went from, high school, then I went to junior college, and I didn't want to get an associate's because I already knew I wanted to go. I already knew I wanted to go to the university. So I wanted a bachelor's, a 4-year degree. So I transferred to TSU, Texas Southern University. I had some of the most fun of my life. Some of the most fun. So I want my children to experience it. But, I went from there and I got married. And, when I met my husband, we kind of had like a ready-made family. And I was in my early 20s when I got married. So I've been a mommy and a wife for a while now, because I'm 36. And it's a joy. It has its ups and downs, but still, it's a joy. One thing that I've learned recently, I didn't really take the time out to learn me, like just to learn Retta. I learned what I needed to do to help my kids. I tried my best to learn what I needed to do to be the best wife I could be. I try to please my parents. And my daddy, he's so funny. He called me Pig. He always like, Pig, you don't need to be trying to please me and nobody else. You got one life to live, girl. You need to be doing some stuff that make you happy. And I did start doing that. I love to travel on vacation. I love, love, love. And cruising became one of the things that I just really love to do. But anyways, my daddy's so funny. He's got 1,000 little sayings, and he got one for everything. But anyways, I could hear him saying that, Pig, them kids all right, you drop them kids off, or I'll keep them, or whatever the case may be. That man is crazy. That man, that's the epitome of a father's love for his daughter, because he just loved me to death. I remember, and I had my first apartment, and I had a TV, and it was a big TV, and I couldn't find nobody to move it. So my daddy picked that TV up, and I don't know how he did it, but he got it up the stairs and got it inside. He was always my hero. But the way I said all that to say, the way that he is always loved me, that's the way we want our daughters, spouses, to love them unconditionally. You want them to love them even when they're upset. because I know my daughter, oh, jeez. Hey, I got two of them. One I birthed and one I didn't, but they still both mine. And they are still, I'm going to tell you this, they are true to their signs. I have a Cancer and she's a true Cancer. And I have a Scorpio and she's a true Scorpio. I mean, true to the T. um, Love them to death. But, somebody's going to have to love them to love them. Let me say that. But anyways, this is all people, but I'm really just talking to ladies. We will get so bogged down in life that we will have completely forgotten that you need to take care of yourself. And self-care is important. Not just the outside, your makeup, your hair, your eyebrows, your eyelashes, whatever it is, that you into, your nails, whatever it is. You take care of that because that's what makes you feel good. But like, what about your mental capacity? Like your brain, your thoughts. We got to take care of them too. One thing that I've done to help myself along and to improve in that, I've started therapy. I've also started listening to more positive things, say on the radio in the car. I started listening to podcasts instead of the music that I would normally listen to. Because any little thing that I can do to improve me, that's what I want to do. My finances, our finances. My husband does what he does to help with the finances, but I also have a part in it. I've completely stopped spending frivolously. But I had this thing, I can't afford to save because I got bills. I can't afford to save because I got bills. If you got some change in your purse, get you a little, I don't care if it's a shoebox or an old purse or a can or whatever it is. If you have change in your purse, whatever you have that's coins, at the end of the day, put it in whatever you want to put it in, and it'll add up. If you're able to, save all the fives that you get or save all the individual dollar bills that you get. It's the little things, and it seems simple, but it will add up. Another thing I've done is I've started journaling. I started this probably about a year ago, but I've also started meditating. I'm kind of on and off with the meditation, but I need to get better. And I pray. I've stopped yelling, screaming and yelling and hollering and all that so much. I won't say 100%, but I mean, I have improved in that area. For my physical, I started working out, and it's become part of my routine, and I just love it. I love it. I hate when I have to miss. Let me see. Even at work, I've been finding different ways to cope with things that I deal with. My role at work is not one that I take lightly, and it's one that I take on with gratitude. But it's also a lot of challenges and a lot of learning experiences. Now, I've been blessed to have a great leader who is open and honest with me. So that makes it easier for me to learn and to grow and to be able to make it through some of the situations. Because if you don't have that, then it's very hard to be able to deal with some things. And some people, you have to learn people, and it's okay. You just learn to deal with them. But, I've done that. Try to make sure I always tell, our children, I love them. We love them. I'll use technology sometimes, send them a group message. Now, I don't know how to do all that, calling everybody on the same day. I don't know how they do that, but like they can FaceTime with all of us on the same FaceTime. It's amazing, but I don't know how to do it. So if I need to know how to do something that's techie, I just ask one of them to do it. But I'm on a journey of healing. I'm excited about it. I'm, ready to have just reached my destination.